What's up mga Kokote? Ako nga pala si Kuya Kevs at welcome sa Kuwader Knows. Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na ito, hit the like and subscribe button at i-click na rin ang notification bell para lagi kayong updated sa ating mga bagong uploads. Okay, in this video, we will be continuing our discussion about the fundamental forces. It takes only 4, and we will be discussing the 3 remaining forces: the electromagnetic force, the weak force, and the strong force. Okay, what do you expect in this video? First, to learn the remaining 3 fundamental forces. Second, to differentiate these forces to one another. And lastly, to be able to answer some questions regarding this topic. And hopefully, may share ko sa inyo yung konting knowledge na nalaman ko or alam ko tungkol sa topics na to. Okay, let's proceed. The electromagnetic force. Electric and magnetic forces are very closely related and are unified into one force, the electromagnetic force. From the word itself, pinagsama yung dalawa, which is electricity or electric and magnetic or magnet. The electromagnetic force is quite different from the gravitational force in that it is exerted on charged objects or on magnetic objects. For charged objects, the rule is that like charges, both positive or both negative repel, and unlike charges, positive and negative attract. For magnets, like poles repel while unlike poles attract. Ito yung sample illustration. Yung sa figure A, makikita nyo naman na ganyan yung pagdalawang charge na magkapareho ay nagkakaroon ng repulsion or repel. Samantalang pagka negative at positive yung nagtagpo, nag-attract sa isa't isa. Dito sa pangalawang figure, pinapakita na nag-exist na gravitational force. Pero, pinapakita din na mas malakas talaga yung force na ine-exert ng electromagnetic force dahil sa malakas na repulsion sa isa't isa. For us on Earth, it would seem that gravity is the most dominant force. The electromagnetic force, however, can be more than a billion times stronger. It is dependent on the amount of charge possessed by objects. It also shows a dependence on distance, like gravity. But unlike gravity, this force can be either repulsive or attractive. The gravitational and electromagnetic forces are similar in that they both vary with distance. The gravitational force also depends on the amount of mass. The electromagnetic force, it depends on the amount of charge. Their main difference is that gravity is always attractive, whereas the electromagnetic force can be attractive or repulsive. Kung ang electromagnetic force ay mas malakas kaysa sa gravity, bakit hindi natin naramdaman na yung lakas ng attraction or repulsion sa ibang objects na nakapaligid sa atin? Sabi sa figure na ito, opposite charges within an atom cancel out, leaving each atom neutral. Atoms are made up of positive particles known as protons and negative particles known as electrons. Within the atoms in our body, there is an equal number of protons and electrons. Outside of the atom, their effects cancel out. Atoms therefore have no net charge. They are neutral. They exert no electromagnetic forces on other atoms. When there is an imbalance between the number of protons and electrons in an atom, we say that the atom is charged. Charged objects can exert electromagnetic forces on other charged objects and even on those that are not charged. You can charge a plastic comb by vigorously rubbing it with tissue paper. It will then be able to attract bits of paper. Ngayon, yun yung dahilan kung bakit hindi tayo na-attract or nagkakaroon ng repulsion sa ibang bagay dahil nakakancel out na agad yung effect ng electron and protons sa atom pa lang. That's why wala tayong net charge. Unless meron charge tayo, edi magkakaroon ng attraction yung ibang bagay papunta sa atin. Samples of electromagnetic forces can be seen in all electric motors, like the ones in your electric fans, refrigerators, and washing machines. The photocopying or Xerox machine works due to the attraction of the charged ink particles to the paper. Electromagnetic forces paint the pictures on your television and computer screens. At the atomic level, the electromagnetic force keeps the electrons revolving around the nucleus. It binds one atom to another to form molecules and compounds. For example, if you touch a book, can you feel its texture? What you feel is not the actual texture of the book, but the electromagnetic force between the atoms of your finger and the book. In a strict sense, you never really touch anything. You merely experience electromagnetic forces of repulsion. But that's only based on scientific experience. Pero kung titingnan naman natin, siyempre nakikita ng naked eye natin na nahawakan at naramdaman ng ating mga balat yung texture ng libro. Pero kung science sa pagbabasehan, sinasabi na electromagnetic force lang yung reaction na naramdaman natin dahil sa flow of repulsions. Okay, self-check. Time to answer some questions. First question. Dust collects on the surface of your TV screen although it is vertical. What force is responsible for this? You can pause this video and try to answer this question. Okay, here is the answer. This is due to an electromagnetic force. Our TV screen develops an electrical charge while in use, attracting dust particles floating near it. Next question. When you place a comb near bits of paper, nothing happens. But when you run the comb through your hair many times and then quickly bring it near the bits of paper again, the paper bits quickly jump up to the comb. How does this show that electrical force is indeed stronger than gravitational force? Answer. When you bring an uncharged comb near bits of paper, the gravitational force between them produces no noticeable effect. But when the comb is charged by rubbing, the stronger electromagnetic force makes the paper bits stick to the comb. Thus, for charged objects, the electromagnetic force is indeed stronger than the gravitational force. Guys, lagi niyong tatandaan na yung gravitational force ay only attraction at nakadepend siya sa mass. Since yung comb at yung paper bits ay hindi naman malaki yung mass, wala talaga silang noticeable gravitational force. Samantalang yung electromagnetic force, lagi nyo tatandaan na meron yung attraction at repulsion na nakadepende sa charge. Since malakas na yung charge, mas malakas talaga siya mag-attract ng paper bits. Kaya mas malakas yung electromagnetic force sa gravitational force.